Yeah. Nobody's jumping. Everybody's going to step down. It's 300 freaking reps.
It's insane.
Did you take us live already, John?
No, we're not live, bro. Go ahead. Say what you want to say.
I said that. All right. Yeah. So this crazy thing that you can't tell anybody this. I know we're live.
All right, Grant, you want to tell us how the Proven Community Throwdown went for you?
Jeez. Wow, coming in hot. No, honestly, my only, you know what's really weird about that is that dude, Jose, you know, who lost a bunch of weight, you know who I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, so he won the affiliate contest for Savan. It was.
See the other guy commenting in there?
Yeah. So it's really interesting because even though I'll be honest, when I underperform and overperform, this was my performance. Like, this is how fit I am right now. But during the open, I definitely underperformed a little bit and was 73rd percentile or something.
Good man. No offense to Barkley, but if we can make the show more views than that one, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it'll be tough. We're still growing. But no, so like this Jose dude, me and him were pretty even. So I'm surprised I beat him. He must have got, no offense if you're here, Jose, but he must have got less fit as well. Because I honestly think
dude, it's not about fitness, man. It's about the test.
I think I'm 50th percentile right now for the open. 50th.
The difference between good workouts and bad workouts is everything for people of the lesser fitness. Like, the lower you go in fitness, the programming means more and more.
It was definitely harder, better people than the open. Like, the 50th percentile of that is not the same as the open. Like, better people signed up.
Yeah. But like, for instance, like, if I have the ability to be in the top 1%, but I would have to get incredibly lucky with the programming. Like, there'd have to be a max, and then there'd have to be a barbell cycling one that's like just all barbell cycling, and then whatever long cardio one, it would have to be blunted by like the AMRAP with the rowing deadlifts double under workout. Like, it would have to be something like that, and that's the long cardio one where I'm okay with just moving, you know, at a steady rate for 20 minutes. And it's not like burpees and dumbbell snatches, like for 12 minutes, because that's where I'm really bad. I'm like 83rd percentile, which just drops everything. Cause that's the one type of thing where it's just, I am not as fit as everybody else in that. But if I got lucky with that, and then, you know, whatever CrossFit things you want to throw out there, I can be the 1%. Problem is, that's what I would have to be the 1%. Ty, it does not matter. It could be anything. It could be the Open of 2024. It could be the Open of 2015. It could be anything, and Ty's going to make the 1%, right?
Yeah.
So like, and that's the difference between, and Grant, no offense to you.
No, I don't care at all.
Me and you are complete different fitness spheres.
100%.
And the programming means that much for like I'd have to be the luckiest person of all time to make the 1% to top in the programming. And now you take that for you. If you take two people at your skill level, you have completely different bodies. Yep. So your open placement, if you take somebody who's in equal fitness to you, like most of the workouts, you guys are hand in hand, you know, whatever, completely revolves around the programming, not necessarily how, like, if somebody got fitter or not. Right.
This does not mean I did better, by the way, Mike. I redid two of them because I did it completely wrong. I didn't really improve. It doesn't matter. Anyway, go ahead.
You know, if there's deadlifts and box jumps in the next open, you're probably going to be pretty decent at that workout.
Yeah, if it's for 8 minutes.
But you know, it might be. And then you could.
I mean, honestly, when it gets to 15 at this point, like, I was good. I can do, I mean, relative to a lot of different things, but for what was the one with snatches and box jumps, and it was 23.1. Like, I could do, I couldn't get 310 rounds of that, but I got 270 when I redid it last year. That 15 minutes was like nothing for me. The wall walks as well, 3 wall walks per round. But right now, that 10 to 15 minutes, I would just fall apart. And that's okay. Like, I've got things to work on. I'm motivated.
But you got if a workout's chest to bar and rowing, I bet that Jose guy beat you.
Oh, he'd destroy me. Yeah,
that's my saying. And you're saying he's less fit. It's just
no,
it's really
no. He's probably not actually.
The less fit you are, the more the programming matters. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. What's unfortunate, all I would say is this, that like I was okay with where I was at. Just like, okay, if you're doing burpees, light snatch, like the normal stuff, I was fine with where my engine was at. It could get better. And since I was fine with where my engine is at, I was able to work on, okay, now I can work on Olympic. Okay, now I need to work on my butterfly kipping because I will do like 5 and then I'll give up. Whereas now it's like, okay, I have to get back in shape and then I can start working on things again. So it's all good, man. That's the thing about CrossFit. There's always something to work on. That's why I like it. So even now it's cool, man. Like I think that come open time, depending on the workouts, like I've still got another 6 weeks and, yeah, it's fun. That was fun. And it was revealing. But hey, you know what? Tyler, I was really impressed by his score on which one was it that he did really good? Was it the
last one?
4. Yeah, that was a great score. Wow. And John, by the way, if you didn't mention it, he won I don't know if you saw Spin's article. He won. Yeah, he won with 335. That looks so violent, dude. Like, are your thighs okay?
Yeah, they're great, man. I'm not gonna lie. It would. I was freaking out in the middle of it, though. I thought I was going down. Like it.
Yeah.
I felt like me tip a little bit, and I was and then I didn't go down, and I was like, oh gosh, now I gotta clean this again. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah. But, yeah, no, I've never done a lift after a workout, so that was cool. I definitely did it wrong both times. So Spin and the biggest mistake I made was putting my score up so that Spin could add 1 pound, and now Spin beat me at a strength thing, which is just horrible. It's the only thing I regret.
Please,
that's funny.
I will cede to you, Colton, because you ain't touching me in the NorCal qualifier. We already know that, brother.
Hey, you guys did pretty good at those toes to bar, though, too. I was impressed. I've just one thing before we get to the Wodapalooza stuff. So as you increased in toes to bar, how did you, I don't know if you know how Tyler did it or not, but how did you guys break those up? What did that look like for you?
So like I definitely took a little bit off on that workout. Just because I wanted to lift heavy. Like it wasn't,
I get it.
That workout. I mean, the whole thing, it's not the most important thing in the world. And, I wanted to try to win that one. I thought I could be close to it. The 3B. So 3A, I mean, I still went hard, but I didn't sell my soul on that just so I could be a little bit fresher.
Oh, he did it?
No. He's talking about the NorCal.
Okay.
Qualifier.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry about it. It's enough.
Whatever. All right.
And but no, I went unbroken until the 21s and then broke the 21s up. And like unusually and Ty probably would never fall apart on this. So Ty, the workouts, 3 toes to bar, 6 burpees over the bar, 9 thrusters, and then 6 6 9, and then 9 6 9, and then 12 6 9. The burpees and the thrusters stay the same the whole time. You go up 3 reps in the toes to bar every time. 12,
15, 18, 21.
And typically in 9 minutes, you get 9 minute AMRAP. Typically with those workouts like that, I kind of just go unbroken until it falls apart. And then I'll just go 5s after that. And I think if it's a 20-minute AMRAP, obviously I'm breaking it up. Right. Like,
Yeah.
But 9 minutes, like by the time I'm falling apart, I got a minute left.
What did you do on the 21?
Like 6 and then 3. Oh no. The 21 is what I ended on. No, okay. I did 1.
Oh, okay. Hey, do you feel your abs start to fail, or do you come down before you start feeling that? I'm curious.
It's hip flexors for me.
Oh yeah, maybe that is what it is. I don't know what I'm feeling so that was the most revealing workout, because the toes to bar, maybe those go, but like thrusters and burpees, that's just 95-pound thrusters and burpees. Anybody in the world can do. You just have to have the engine. And so when I did that workout again as a redo, I'm like, it's all mental. I'm like, I'm just going to go as fast as I can. You might've saw it in my stories. I literally only went fast for 2 minutes. And I blew up so bad.
Yeah, it's a workout.
I got to the top of the thruster.
You can't go fast.
And I was just like, oh,
you just have to have your steady pace the entire time. Like, I'm willing to bet you were probably ahead of me in the first 2 minutes. And
I was ahead of a lot of
didn't
people
go
on that
fast
one.
at all on that. Like, I walked from each implement. Every time I finished the burpee, I walked to a bike and back before I did any thrusters, because that burpee and thrusters were going to get out of breath the most. And then toe to bar unbroken. And like somebody like Ty would do the exact same thing, just faster, right? Like his walking to the fan and back after the burpees is, you know what I mean? And then that's him taking his time. And that's like a workout like that, it's just you want to stay the same pace the whole time, if not have a little kick at the end. And then the rest of it's just muscle endurance.
Yeah, exactly. Right? So the toes to bar would have screwed me no matter what. It seemed like people, like I watched Roderick's, for instance. He posted his on YouTube, and he basically used the burpees as rest in a way. Like he was going very slow, step down and step up, just take your time, and then hit the 9 thrusters unbroken and focus on being able to get through the toes to bar as fast as you can, you know? So yeah, I liked your guys' score, but I was shocked that somebody got like 210 or something like that.
Yeah,
I can't even.
There are people who can just
really, man.
If the burpees and thrusters aren't enough to make people tired. It's just a toe to bar capacity workout.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, once you get to that level, it's just purely toe to bar capacity. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's pull this up. So we got all 6. We just got the announcement. Let's just go to the new one first. Or should we do the first one first?
No, you should do the first one first.
All right. What's that? Race to the top, I think, here. Let me do a screen share. Ty, I didn't realize that RX had some minor tweaks. Like your thrusters are, just so you guys know, Ty will be there doing RX, and I will be there covering the event, doing some other things. And John will probably be having a child, right?
Yes, I will be at home podcasting my life away as my wife is caring for our child. That is our game plan.
There we go. Oh, that's horrible. You gotta watch it a little bit. I always call them.
There isn't anything I can do. You know, she'll let me know. She'll let me know when she needs a break, and then I'll bring baby wherever I need to bring baby. But yeah, no, it's all good.
Let me zoom here. Perfect. That's awesome. So race to the top, right? So we got and by the way, I looked at these. I'm going into these. I only looked at them once. I don't remember any of them. So I'm learning right now, basically. 4-time, 1 to 10, rope climbs, box jump overs. What is that? All 3 alternating. So 36 inches. And then cleans at 255. All right. What are your guys' thoughts on this? We're just going to do thoughts, and then who we think might do well.
I think you're on the team workouts.
Yeah, that's probably why it makes no sense.
I was like, I didn't know we were doing this one.
Okay. I do actually remember these ones. That's what's funny. I saw it and I'm like, I don't remember these at all. Okay.
All right, Cortadito.
Yep.
Here we go.
All right, John, give it to us.
What,
can you read it?
Yeah.
You're the
30, 20, 10, heavy wall balls, and then hang power snatches with 105, and then right into 15, 10, 5 thrusters, decently heavy thrusters, and then ring muscle ups. First initial thoughts, and this will be good because Ty is here to have kind of an elite athlete's perspective. But
what is he talking about? The final event? Then why is it listed first?
Yeah.
It's okay. We can go through the.
All right.
We'll
just go in the order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you go down to the workout though?
Yeah. Sorry.
My first initial reaction is that I think it's a waste of the first part. I think the first part is really irrelevant. I think if you just did 15, 10, 5 alone, the thrusters and the ring muscle ups, and then you made them do the whole workout, I bet you they would correlate pretty hard.
You mean just the second part?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, that'd be a fun workout, right?
Reason why I say that is because
2 seconds.
30, 20, 10, most of them are going unbroken on the wall balls. And then the hang power snatches, everybody knows that 15, 10, 5 is coming. Nobody's going to take that out super hot. People are just too smart now. Like, I think they're going to do 10s or 15s in the power snatches. And then it's basically just who can thruster and ring muscle up the best.
Yeah.
I just think the first part is irrelevant. I don't think anybody's going to have that much of a lead after the first part.
I'd like to see with like a 3-minute rest in the middle, because then people would push the first part and it'd be more fun to watch. Like
And
if they made them
grip would be out of control.
Yeah. I think people would do some dumb stuff on the first part thinking they could recover in 3 minutes and then wouldn't.
But nobody's going to do that on this. Like I don't. You're not baiting anybody with this. I just think the first part is really irrelevant.
Well, wait. How would you bait someone? Like, okay, so what would be an example?
Exactly what
of,
Ty just said.
Okay.
And I mean, I think 3 minutes is too much. 3 minutes, like 30, 20, 10. You guys are basically fully recovered. I would say 2.
2 minutes, yeah.
So what are the thrusters going to look like at 145? I'm curious. They're going even for the 15.
Yeah, the ring muscle ups are the only thing. Like honestly, the transitions it's a transition and a ring muscle up.
Weren't the thrusters 135 during the games in the last events
on the heavy one? Yeah.
Well, they broke those up. I know it's a different workout. I can't even remember exactly what it was, but those were broken up.
I think you'll see some athletes who will be aggressive on the rings that'll break the thrusters into 5s because it's a lot quicker of a break than breaking on the rings. Every athlete in that field is capable of going unbroken and still doing decent on the rings. Yeah, but I think some of your like Sprague might be one that breaks it into 5s, so he can hold on to the rings better.
So they can do it, but my question is, will anybody?
Let me caveat that the guys who are going to be good at the workout are not going to break it up.
Okay, that makes sense. So you're saying that whoever's like top 3, they didn't break it up.
Austin Hatfield's going to go unbroken.
Okay.
On the thrusters.
I
think Ricky goes unbroken on the thrusters.
Okay.
And I see what you're saying, Ty. It's not a bad thought, but I think if you're not doing the ring muscle ups, like if you're like James is going to break the ring muscle ups up a lot too.
Yeah, probably at least 2 sets on the first.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like James is going to be playing defense on this one. Like, this is not.
This is what he won the games on.
What did you think on the last one?
I know he did. It's exactly what he did, which is okay. But he has the potential to win events though too.
He beat Dallin and he beat Hopper and he beat Fikowski. You know who he didn't beat?
Ricky.
Yep. Go ahead and say it, Ty. You know his name.
Austin Hatfield.
Hatfield. That's right.
John's boy.
And like I think somebody like Adler's going to be great in this. I think Ricky. You're right. I don't think he beat Ricky either on this. It was really like that workout. It wasn't even a matter of James doing well. It was James doing his best execution of the workout.
Yeah.
And everybody else, poor execution, blew the food up.
That was crazy watching
one
Brett.
bar muscle up and then like couldn't do a second one because he was just rocked. And when have you ever seen Dallin not execute a workout well? It was very strange.
Yeah, he's smart.
Fikowski's smart. Dallin's smart. Jason's smarter than people think at workouts. I don't think he's as smart as Fikowski.
I got nothing good to say about Jason.
He's smarter than people think when it comes to approaching workouts.
I think on this one, it would be wiser to try to only break once across all 3 sets. So probably just like 8-7 on the ring muscle ups and break more often on the thrusters than vice versa. Because especially at Wodapalooza, feels like there's always wind. Those rings are always a pain in the butt. They're usually long straps. I just feel like those breaks, at least the way I would approach it, I'd rather break up the thrusters if that gets me one less break on the ring muscle ups, because I could do that. I could probably do the ring muscle ups unbroken, but I'd hate to be failing something at the end, especially with all those hang power snatches before it, because it'll get to grip for me.
For sure.
But it's almost like, do you break up the thrusters and be cautious there so that you can go big on the rings?
So Ty, does it affect at all when you're looking at the people next to you? Let's say you're doing really well on this workout, for instance. Does it change your strategy if you see that you're close with someone and you've got a chance to maybe win your heat or whatnot, or do you stick to it no matter what?
I mean, when it's a workout like this and I'm going to be limited by grip, as much as I'd love to be able to willpower my way into doing more reps unbroken, a lot of times that's not the case. And so it's just, you really got to stick to your guns and know where your capacity is. If it's got like ring muscle ups, you know, if it's an aerobic based event, maybe something different, but really no. I mean,
yeah,
so
unless
you're breaking up that 10. You're
on the
gonna go
rings?
6'4"? No thrusters.
If I feel like that's the only way I can do the 10 on the rings unbroken, then yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Ty is the type to reveal his exact strategy ahead of time. So we've got to get him to speak in general terms. He's very good like that. Doesn't give away secrets, stuff between him and coach. Ty, the new brute athlete, by the way.
Yeah.
How's that going? Everything going good with training?
Yeah. Yeah. The
Oh, you're in
move is
Florida
smooth.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the weather decent there or what? No.
It's like
Okay.
What
35
part of Florida? Naples?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville?
Dude, he's training with Dallin and Fee.
That's right. Yeah.
Like are you training with them daily or with Fee daily and Dallin sometime? How does that work?
Yeah, we're all there every day.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So what are our picks for this? You kind of said it, John, but if you got to pick one, we'll make this unofficial. So this doesn't count towards your record. The Keeping It Real podcast. Well, one of the bigger podcasts will count towards your official record.
Do you want to talk about the women at all? We didn't talk about the women at all.
Oh, gosh, I'm such a sexist. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, go ahead, Grant.
I mean, it's pretty easy for me since I know so much. I'm picking Laura on every workout. No, yeah, I think it's going to be tougher for the women because it's fitness. No, I'm just kidding. Gosh, clip that and take some heat off John.
Dude, I haven't gotten heat in a while. I'm sitting pretty.
That's true. I honestly have no idea on this one.
I think I'm gonna rock with the Alexis Raptis.
Interesting.
Kind of what I was thinking. Maybe Ariel Lowen.
Ariel Lowen's great too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had Ariel in my head as top 3. That's the only thing that I was thinking. But as far as who will win, it was much easier when Tia was around, so I could just say Tia every time.
And then I think Bethany Flores too will do well in this one.
I do too. Bethany's a great call. I think. Do you have the women up there right now, Grant?
Yeah, you want me to pull them up here?
Sure.
How do I do this? Switch screen. So annoying.
You know,
Here we go. Got it.
Ty, very good games athletes have come out of RX men.
Yes.
Like the guys who win it. Guy was in RX men. I think he won 1 year. Hopper won 1 year for RX men. Colton Mertens was in RX men. He did not win, but there's a lot of like really good games athletes.
Oh, that's right.
RX men the year before they broke through.
She is having an issue again, so that could be. I think she said she's not sure if she's going to be able to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't. It's typical Bethany.
Colton no, I wasn't.
No, he wasn't. Then I'm thinking of somebody else. Maybe it was Hiller. Hiller was second.
Really?
Were you RX as a team? Maybe that's what I had in my head.
Okay. Okay, so here's all the women we've got. I'll scroll up in a second. Can you see that? I've made it small.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hiller was RX, man. He was 4th. I want to say that he beat somebody, games athlete, that he beat somebody substantial, or somebody barely beat him or something. He was right around with somebody like a really big name. Nick Matthew was RX man.
What are the asterisks here?
Thank you for correcting me, Colton.
4th, it says.
Does that mean rookie? No, it can't be rookie because Bethany's got.
I don't know what the asterisks for. It's not for rookie because Key has a asterisk.
Is it invite? Because Reese qualified, Lucy qualified, Lydia Fish qualified. Maybe the asterisk.
If you go up or down, it should say asterisks.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't because it's Spin site. Thanks, Ben. That's
All
twice you're wrong in one day, Brian, if you're here.
It doesn't matter. These are the women though.
I told him that they announced the final workout. He's like, no, they announced the 5th. And then 3 minutes later, there's like an article on Instagram. He's like, well, they've never done it before.
Sneaky, you know who might be sneaky is Elisa Fuliano in this.
Okay.
I wouldn't call her to win it, but I bet you she's sneaky good in this. But I'm still gonna rock with Alexis Raptis. I think the Alexis Raptis is my pick to win this.
All right, so Ty, you like if she's healthy, is Flores actually your pick to win this, or are you just saying, okay, games veterans, thank you. And Spin, I don't know why this changed on every podcast I've seen. These comments are huge now, and they take out people's faces. So if you know how I can fix that, let me know. Thanks.
I was saying Bethany, like she's got a chance to do really well in this one, maybe win it. But I like Raptis, Loa, and Flores for this event specifically.
All right, on to the next one.
Yep.
The next one, I'm interested to see Ty's thoughts on this because I've had a different people who I've talked to. I've had a different look on this workout. I think different things are going to matter than what the other people that I was talking to.
I think it's all going to be about how the sand is.
Well, that's unpredictable though. We can't. It's impossible to know that. So this is 21 cal row, 21 toe to bar, sled drag light, 18 sled drag medium, 15 sled drag heavy. I think the sled drag is impossible to know. So like that, I just toss out, are you good at dragging out implement? You know what I'm saying? Who I'm going to think is good at that. Like I'm not putting a ton of stock into it. I don't think it's going to be, especially if the first one's light and medium. I just don't think a ton of separation is going to be made on the sled unless the heavy just stops people in their tracks and somebody like Jack Farlow just catches everybody because he can do it. Right. And I can't see that being the case. Like they want races, right? And if one person can move it, then most of them can move it, and the weak people will be stuck. The strong people won't be, right? I think this is a way different test for men and women. They have that 1 minute in there, so they want you to sprint, right? It's like 3 different interval sprints. The toes to bar are so low. The cal rows are so low. It's just 3 interval sprints. I think so. My pick for this is Ricky Garrard because he has the fastest toe to bar cycle out of all of the men. Yeah, because he does the quick kip toe to bar. But I don't think you're going to get that much of an advantage if everybody's going pretty hard on the row, right? So let's say everybody's going the same speed on the row or just like the same intensity, right? Sure, your Spragues are going to get off the rower much faster. Sprague and Vellner are going to get off the rower first. I don't think they're getting off that much faster though. Like a 21 cal row, I think they're getting off 2 seconds.
But most. I like Vellner on the sled drag still. So
stick with me here.
Do we know?
Okay.
Are we holding on and leaning back and dragging with our hamstrings, or is this a pull with your?
I assume it's like you put straps around and drive.
Oh,
okay. That's what I had in my head.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't think it's lean back and pull, or we call sled pull. Right?
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to have that much of an advantage off of the rower, where if you finish 2 to 3 toes to bar ahead of somebody and you're the first one to that sled, then I think you're going to have a slight edge. And I don't think the heavy drag is going to stop Ricky in his tracks, right? If it was somebody like, I don't know, like Yonakoski, maybe, like maybe it damages that guy a little bit, but I don't think it would Ricky. And I just think, I don't see,
also too young.
I don't see somebody just winning this workout on the heavy sled drag. I think if you get to it first, it's going to be really hard to overtake somebody. And sure, you'll have races at the end, but to overtake somebody, if they're 10 feet ahead of you, I think that's going to be really difficult. And I just think toe to bar cadence for the guys, I think is going to matter more than people think. And with it, as far as what happens, because the cals are so low, it's just hard to get that much of a time advantage.
I want to see if it is like straps around the shoulder and you're moving forward. I want to see that last one be heavy enough to where like people are having to put their hand in the ground, like full leaning forward.
I don't think they would do that, dude.
nasty.
No. I
to.
agree. I think it'd be fun, but I just don't think they would do that.
And I also want them to have like a baseball field, like grate. Like, you know what I'm talking about? They dust the field with it to smooth out the dirt. They need that because if these lanes are like the Grand Canyon, then where you're at can make a huge difference. Which really
dude, I'm definitely clearing the sand between sled tracks because you're gonna get sand on your thing, on your sled. Like, as you're pulling, the sand's gonna pile up.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right, but maybe it doesn't. You know what I mean? They've tested it. I hope. I'm sure it's not going to be like something unfair. Now, for the women, I think the complete opposite. I think Laura, like women, usually when it comes to like weights, like moving, like sled drag, sled pulls, or like just odd implement stuff, the weights affect the women way more because your heavy hitters on the women can just go so much faster than the little women. And I think so. Like Emily Wolf is a great pick on like as far as toe to bar cadence, but I think Laura will have 3 seconds on the row and 3 seconds on the drag.
Yeah.
And it's hard not to pick Laura. I just think I think the women is more about power output. And then the men, I think everybody's going fast. I think the toe to bar cadence difference is going to make the difference in the end. And maybe I'm completely wrong. And like somebody like Luke Parker ends up winning because he's a horse, right?
Yeah. That was who I thought had a chance.
That's funny.
I don't know why. And maybe I'm reading it completely wrong, but that's just how I'm reading it.
I hope the sled's heavy. And if it really is, then Ricky and Luke are my picks. Football and rugby players. I mean, they're going to be really good at that drag if they're leaning forward, pulling.
Mm-hmm. I got Vellner and Horvath. That's an easy one. How do we think Ariel will do?
Fine, but not.
Yeah,
like crazy.
Like top eight.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here. Ty, how do you like this one? Is it the same for RX?
Yeah, the weights I guess might be different, but yeah, I like it. The heavier the sled, the better.
Well, you're all about the heavy sled drag.
I want to feel like I'm back in football practice.
I remember Jack Farlow. So like if it comes to that, then Jack Farlow's my pick. He was the only one who could freaking do it. He won that, or he didn't win, but he did well in that workout just because he could move that sled and everybody else was stuck. Once you got past the ropes, obviously the ropes were the hardest part.
You know what's funny about this? I would have, if I watched this event back when I first started CrossFit, I'd be like, this is so boring. I actually kind of like this event myself. So we got the 2 rounds, 50 cal bike, 1,000-meter run, 150 box step, or jump overs. I do think there's people that can beat him that I'm thinking about, but I'm biased. So I'm going to pick Traves. God! I know you're doing that on purpose because you knew who I was going to say.
No, that's who I'm picking.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. we saw him do the box steps and Chad, and it's been a good thing for him for a while. Even if you've watched reps ahead and whatnot, and then the running, what do you think about, what I'm really curious about is which aspect of this might win this for James over, Adler or Ricky?
All of it.
Okay. Really?
Because
I was thinking the run, James
obviously isn't
the fastest,
but no, right. But he's fast enough. And here's like this, in this workout, it's like you see that run and you're like, oh, it's running. Ricky and Jeff, right? And they are, but they're the best
last. Yeah.
It's only 2,000 meters.
Yeah. And it's split up.
Like if you really think of it's not a ton of running, like 2,000 meters, it's just a little over a mile. Right.
Yeah. And the 50
how much time did Ricky killed everybody in that mile. How much time did he have to the next 4:55 to 5:10 to the rest of the field, all of the field? Right. Yeah. That's 15 seconds that he made up on a mile. And here you're in sand with pre-leg fatigue. right?
He doesn't have to win, Kenneth.
Versus 100 cows on the bike, and then 300 box step overs. I think all of it matters. I would look at it all as equal. And I think James is top tier on the bike. I think James is top tier on box step ups. Even maybe it's possible he's the best one at box step overs.
Oh, I didn't even see the vest in round 1.
And then I think if you're bigger, the vest is going to help, mitigate smaller people. And then the run, I don't think he's getting hurt that much by the run. James is good at literally all of this. And Ricky and Jeff, they're not bad at the bike, but they're not great. You would never pick them. Every time there's sprints, like bike sprints, they're not the ones that are up there. I'm not, again, they're not bad, but they're not great. And so say James has a little bit of a lead in the 1,000-meter run, and then they get to the 150 box step at the same time. I'm going to take James. Yeah. And then say they do that twice.
That's a good point. I agree 100% on that part. Yeah. Dude, I know it's weird to say somebody's box steps are good, but when you get into that many, sheesh. Yeah. And his box steps are good. What is the 20-inch across? Is that not standard across?
No, it's like across male, female. It's 20 inches across both.
I see. For both. Okay. Got it. Hey, Ty. So how does this one fare for you? Do you know if it's the same? What is it? RX?
It's cardio. Yeah. It's good for him. He was swimming there.
That's right.
Yeah. What the
Dang.
Come on.
How you feel about those box jump overs? Or nobody's jumping these, are they? Maybe at the end if there's a close race.
Yeah, if there's close race at the end, I don't see very many people jumping.
It doesn't go that. It doesn't even go that much faster.
If they have a step down standard, which they're in sand, I don't think they're gonna be like, oh yeah, rebound all you want. Not
rebound. It says you can jump all the way over. It says or jump over
without touching the box.
Yeah, but
I don't think they mean that. I think you can jump on the box and then step down. I don't think. But I'm saying I don't think I think rebounding is not going to be a thing. And if that's not a thing, then you might just step over.
Are you saying you can jump up in the box and step back down, or you can go over and alternate?
What the frig are you saying, Grant?
All right, listen.
He means you can step.
A regular box jump over and a regular box.
Well, then what the freak is the jump over? Jump over the whole box, right?
No, you can jump and then step down, or step up and then step down.
Okay. Well, they should have said that. Step up and step down. This is BS. BS. No, they should have said you could step up. They might have phrased it okay. It could be my fault. Anyway, all right. So women. Oh, wait. I didn't ask you, Ty, but I'm guessing you also like James. No?
Yeah. James, and then I think Luke could do well too. He's an animal on the bike. He ran a really good mile, which surprised me just because how big he is.
That's right. He was
surprised everybody.
He was right in the middle of that.
He's a tank.
Hey, who's the person in the back during the mile in the games? Like way back, like behind
Danny's
no, for the guys.
Moritz Fiebig.
Was it? He ran like a 640 or something.
I mean, Moritz Fiebig was back there.
Something that I would kill for. Okay. So
I think he was just chilling because I've ran faster than what he was running, and there's no way he's a worse runner than I am.
Yeah.
That was after Chad, wasn't it?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that go into that. Like, I actually think that was before Chad.
Oh.
Wasn't Chad the morning after?
I don't know.
Because that was Friday night.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
This is one where
I think Chad was the first one on Saturday.
Gotcha. Could have been carrying fatigue from the first event, though.
I think he knew he was going to be last and was just chilling.
Oh,
hey, why did
you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's that slow.
Why did Haley not? Does anybody know why Haley didn't do this?
She didn't want to. Leave her alone.
All right.
She's on a team, I think.
She's thinking about stuff.
Oh, is she okay? She's on a team.
I think she's on a team with the Wells sisters again.
Oh, that's right. I saw that.
Yeah. I got there, man. You can come on if you want. Keep trying to correct everybody.
No, I appreciate it. I didn't know.
No, I'm talking to Colton, not you, Tom. You're such a.
No.
I'm such a.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry, man.
All good. All good.
I wonder who the
Really
NorCal
well.
qualifier is
We'll
on
bring this one.
Savan on Friday. I wonder who it is.
What are we talking about?
NorCal qualifier. Savan live.
Oh, it's a guest.
Okay. What
It's not
state
who-
will they?
It's not who.
It's not who I think. Okay.
No.
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm thinking one of two people. Is Taylor doing the qualifier? By the way.
Yeah, Taylor's gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why does he keep saying he's not competing? Does he do this? I heard he did this last year.
No, I think he just likes.
Or is
to
he
give himself-
joking?
I think he likes to give himself a way out a little bit.
That's very weird because he, in one sense, he's a very strong, outspoken person. And then there's this thing. He's like, yeah, because I'm not competing. And it's like,
listen.
I don't believe him.
And I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to speak for him.
Sure.
Like, I'm not trying to put words in his mouth.
Yeah.
I don't think he's training as hard or as much volume as like it would take to it's not his number one priority. If it happens,
which
cool.
Is fine.
He's
that
gonna
makes sense.
he's going to try, but like
it's
he's not training like how Ty or Colton is training.
I get where he's come from. Yeah, because he talked about that last year.
Like he's not working out 3 hours a day.
He's basically doing the same as last year. And if the chips fall and it benefits him, great. Got it.
Correct.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, cool.
And that's my outlook on it. Again,
Yeah. He cares about a lot of things. Okay. So for the women on this,
Emily Rolfe and Reese Littlewood. I think Reese Littlewood, this is gonna be like she's 18 years old. I think she is gonna surprise a lot of people on this one.
Yeah. I mean, I know all about Reese.
Hey, I'm gonna pick Caitlin Bernardin.
Are you serious?
Book it.
That's awesome.
Watch and see. Reese don't want none of Caitlin.
I'm gonna pick a random name.
You don't know who Caitlin Bernardin is, but you're gonna find out. And so is Reese.
Find out.
I would tell you something. I don't know who Reese is. So if she's this freaking like goddess of running, like then good for her.
My training would literally be the pig farming. Like that, I'd be done for the day. I'd be cooked. I'd get Fran lung from pig farming and from wiener dog breeding, mating, whatever they do. It's hard.
Get fitter.
I have a remote job, and now my like upper thoracic it destroys your mobility for your. I should do one of those standing desks.
50 burpees every hour on the hour.
There you go.
Yeah, right, dude. That'd kill me. I should do 10 on the hour. No, I could do that.
50 takes 2 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't take me 2 minutes. It probably takes me 3, and that would get me pretty winded.
Okay, yeah, but then you have 57 minutes of work.
That's actually, man. If I did that,
in 8
I'd
hours,
probably get really fit.
You're doing 400 burpees a day without even thinking about it.
Kenneth, can you hear my vibrating? It's not a pillow, but can you hear it? Can you guys hear it? It's my massagers. I have
what is
muscles
it, Grant?
working all over. No, it's a massager for my leg.
All right. Whatever you gotta tell yourself.
My body twitches. I have a neuromuscular condition. Anyway, all right.
It's twitching something.
Yeah, when I was on Clinton's, they had a field day with that. And Wooly was on there. Wooly was never mind. It's not appropriate. Okay. So we got that. Next one. High stakes, tight ropes. I don't even know what order these are in. Ty, do you know off the top of your head what order these are in? I know you hadn't even taken a close look yet. Did you get to take a closer look?
I mean, I've looked at the
leading into this.
I'm gonna play with next week, but
I don't think we know the order.
What do you mean play with next week?
Like do versions of, just get comfortable with, like touch some movement combinations. I'm not gonna run these straight through. So,
dude, next week is the thing.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Cool. Fine. I'd be ruined. All right. All right. Why don't you describe this workout to us? I don't know what those.
You got it. Go ahead.
No. Why don't you say that?
You got it, Grant. Go. Just get it. Just get after it. Come on.
75 Villeties, Belays, Villetailles. I have no idea what those are. I know what heavy double unders are. Is that one of the types of ropes? Like you got a drag rope?
75 V Elites, heavy double unders.
Okay.
It's just a company.
Okay.
It's not.
So is it like a drag rope or no?
No, it's like it's like a Zeus rope, but it's just a company. Weighted handles.
So I've never even been in a gym. Maybe they did for the competitors when I was in California, but I've never had access to a different rope, and that's a good thing because I can't even handle a regular rope right now. All right, so you got the heavy doubles, you got the handstand walk, 21 wall facing handstand push-ups. Man, this is complex, dude. Each arm 12.
So many people have a problem with like the numbers on this workout. 12
single arm dumbbell snatch.
Because Ty, I text a lot of programming snobs, right? What? And I mean, they're good at programming. I shouldn't call them snobs.
Yeah.
But like the numbers is just hurting folks.
Yeah. I mean,
it just doesn't look right, dude. Like it looks weird to me.
Yeah.
So 12 single arm dumbbell snatch into an overhead lunge, 6 legless rope climbs, 4 for the women, 12.
You're not getting 100, are you? You're getting the 100 too. Oh, Ty's getting the 100.
One less legless rope climb, less dubs. That's dumb.
21 wall facing, 90 foot handstand walk, 75.
Wow.
Heavy dubs.
Man, so the shoulders, you'll be feeling your shoulders on the heavy doubles for sure, right?
Yeah, no, this is a shoulder.
This is crazy.
This is a shoulder burner,
man. Yeah, dude.
And then with 6 legless ropes.
I'm actually looking forward to watching this just to see how people hold up with their shoulders. You got the overhead dumbbell lunge. You got the everything is hitting your shoulders. So
this is
cool.
A workout like this is. I think workouts like these separate the truly fit from the people who are kind of fit.
I could see that.
For instance, like there is no workout that, and this goes for like the games too. There's always just like one or two. There's no workout that I look at it and I don't think that I can do. Like I can do it. Everybody goes like the games people will go faster than me, but I can do it. Right. This workout would take me a long time compared to.
What is he talking about? The writing? Do you know?
They had it abbreviated like SAOHDL, something like that.
Oh, it was okay. I saw that. I didn't know that was for this. Yeah.
Would you agree with that, Ty? Like people who are decently fit, but they're not like game, the 1%. Like workouts like these are the big separators of things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you feel about this one, Ty? How are your shoulders
now that
going?
John's saying that, I got to do well on it. I like it. Great. I wish we had the same amount of handstand walk and dubs, and honestly snatches. Like this is just going to be battery. I mean, shoulder battery is all this is. So like, I don't think all the elites are going to finish. Definitely not everyone in my division is going to finish.
What's the time cap?
So just not 15.
That's what I wanted to know. Oh, is it? Okay.
So it's just going to blow up in the first half and hopefully have enough in the second half to pick some people off.
So my score on this would be 75 reps. I would get the heavy doubles. It would take a while. And then that'd be it for me.
5-foot section once on the handstands.
I went back and watched the video. I think you could call it a 3-foot handstand walk, but Roderick says that him and this guy, Coach GT, who's a coach he does memes in the UK. He said they're going to teach me a handstand walk at the house we're staying at with Paper Street with Gabe. I don't know if they are or not.
How long can you hold a handstand, Grant?
I don't do any of that. I haven't done. You mean against a wall?
Yeah.
I did that for the first time the other day because I was shocked. Brian told me he's got a shoulder issue. Like I saw one of his scores on HillerFit, and he can only do a handstand hold for like 20 seconds at a time. And I was like, that's weird. So I went and tried it. And I did a minute really easy. I feel like I could have.
Oh, wow.
I sent it to Brian to shame him because he's been beating me at a lot of things. I think I could do it for 2 minutes. I could be wrong. I'll try after this.
Then yeah, you could probably handstand walk.
Really? Is that so? That's
enough practice.
But I struggle with the
balance
handstand push-ups. I have no idea.
Handstand push-ups and handstand walking are completely different.
Okay, good to know. I'm very good at wall walks. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. I mean, comparative to what I shouldn't say I'm very good at them. I'm a lot better for what my skills are in other areas. So. Anyway.
Sarah, you're absolutely right. There's no hiding. Once you get to the first round of the dumbbell, that's when you find out people are going to pull ahead. Up to that point, everyone will be about the same. That's like decent on their hands. But then that first dumbbell, is going to bury some people, and then that second dumbbell is really going to bury some people.
Yeah, I kind of think it'll be close up to like right from the start of the legless rope climbs, and then you'll start seeing gaps within the legless rope climbs, and then the gaps that you start to see will just grow further and further.
Are people blowing up and getting capped on this?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's what I would expect. I mean, there's a lot of names in here that I know the names like people, but that aren't really games level. Like you got Will Bennett, for instance. I haven't watched him compete a lot. There's just a lot of names like that that I could see them maybe trying to do a little bit more than they can and just blowing up.
No, I mean, I think this is like so much of an ability workout. I think people that like they could perform it exactly how they want to, and they're just not fit enough to do it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you're just not good enough. And I think that'll happen to, I don't think it'll happen to as many people as Ty is saying, but I do think it'll happen.
Yeah.
Colton, I'd like to see you test this one after Wodapalooza and crush everyone. If you were competing,
got 6 legless rope climbs in it, Ty. He's not going to crush everybody.
It's only 6.
He'll pull away so far on the back half of everything else.
No, I don't think he beats Austin in this.
Talk to Joey, Colton.
You don't think so?
Talk to
you
Joey.
Heard it here. You heard it here first, Colton.
What?
Let's see it, big dog.
Oh, that he won't beat Austin?
In this workout.
Okay. Yeah, he'll have to wait till after so he has the time to go for. That's not.
You tell me where he makes a gap up.
Yeah, you tell him, Ty. Tell him all.
Sorry, I was zoned out reading the chat. Where does he need to make a gap up?
Yeah, you should do it while like at the same time.
You should do it while they're going. We'll 100% do that.
That'd be awesome, dude.
Where does he make the gap?
No, everyone else has to make up the gap on him.
No,
but he's
Colton. I'm saying where does he get ahead of Austin in this workout?
The dumbbell.
You think he's moving the dumbbell better than Austin?
I think if they get there at the same time, he will. Yeah.
I disagree. He let Taylor Self beat him in a heavy dumbbell workout. If Taylor freaking Self can beat him in a workout, you don't think Austin can?
Like a month after the games?
No excuses. No excuses.
Did you just take his comment off? John,
yeah.
I should have never give John John's the only one with the power to go live, to take comments, to pull comments. I like it though, because John.
I'm just saying, last heavy dumbbell workout, Taylor beat him. He's got to prove
himself. All right. Wait.
Because this is my area, John. It's finally my time to shine. It's the scraps. Ruan. Okay. Yes. But this is actually interesting. So he'll do great at the wall facing handstand push-ups, the handstand walk. The snatch is heavy, I think, even for him in the lunge. But look, he won a workout in Africa, of course, that was a heavy overhead lunge. So all I'm going to say on this is he could do better than people expect on this. His shoulder, he's very much gymnastics-y, but his shoulder strength is a lot better than, his power clean or his deadlift. So don't be surprised if he does better than people expect.
I think like the gymnast specialists don't love this workout because all their gymnastics movements are
ruined by the dumbbell.
Equalized by the dumbbell.
Colton, and I do not say this much.
Equalized by the dumbbell. Okay, I see what you're saying.
I was wrong about that.
Which one was that for?
Straight up. Crash.
Well,
okay.
Chris said he was eating pizza. It's the pizza.
Yeah, it is what it is. I can't bat 1,000.
That's true. So I am actually going to say Ruan as a not as the winner, but as an underdog who I understand what you're saying, Ty, about the dumbbell there. I'm going to say top 12 potentially for Ruan.
Now,
who
the dumbbell hurt him big time in the Dickey's triplet, right? Where it was the dumbbell snatches running and toes to bar. If I don't remember, he was the only one that was struggling big time with the 100-pound dumbbell. So, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say
I don't remember.
That's
okay.
a really, really bad call on Grant's part.
Okay, well, I'm saying top 12, and I'm sticking through it. All right, top 12. Ruan. I'm clipping this later if it happens. If it doesn't, everybody will forget. All right. So wait, who did we say we like? We got Ty. You first. Who do you like?
I I think Adler's got a good chance on this one. I just feel like I don't know. I think it's going to get really fitnessy too. Like it's just going to be shoulder endurance, and that dumbbell is going to get him breathing really heavy too. That back half's going to suck. So yeah, I think Adler. I think Ricky's got a chance. Anyone who's good at that upper body pulling, because you can lose a lot of time in that middle rope climbs for sure. But you also got to be strong enough to handle that dumbbell.
Yeah, I think Adler's a solid pick for second place. It's a good pick, Ty.
Yeah.
I do think that's what's going to happen. I think he's going to be second place.
Second to Ricky.
No, to Austin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, he's definitely going to do good on this one. This is the type of thing that his muscle endurance will hold up to, whereas other people won't. In fact, this is the type of thing that it seems like it really can showcase just how good he is, if he really is as good as John says. I like that. I don't think he'll win.
Hey,
but
Colton, do you have a reason why you didn't do Wodapalooza? Because with this programming, I think you would have done very well.
I feel like I heard a reason at some point, but I could be wrong. I would have loved to see him there. That would have been
Obviously,
great to watch.
you don't know the programming ahead of time, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of these
How is Nick
are just
Matthew?
home runs.
How's his shoulders?
He's not fit.
Okay.
Yeah, he was at it, crashed, dude. Yeah.
And he had some injuries like going on, like he had injuries going on, but
I mean, I'm gonna believe it.
I've never seen a competition that he did well in that he didn't have like a couple home runs that were just thrown his way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So like if it's
Is that true?
fitness.
Is this true, or is there no rubber? Okay, I wouldn't think so. Oh, I've trouble.
I got you. I got you.
That makes sense. Okay.
No,
I get it.
It happens.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dude, this summer, so like go ahead.
Only one of them is going to go to the game. Yeah, this is my thing again. Bruno and Ruan, the scraps. Okay. And if anybody's watching Bruno or Ruan, you know I love you, and you're not really the scraps.
I'm the only true Ruan fan here, though. Let's just.
Yeah, you met his dad.
Yeah, I'm upset that Bruno gets to go.
He's not going to make it
for Africa.
Yeah, that's the problem. They're not both going to make it. It's going to be Bruno.
I think Ruan could actually do a lot of good things for Africa because I think Ruan could be.
Dude, if he got stronger, he could make some noise, man. I don't know if he did or not.
That's a big if, but like I definitely don't think it's just diversity. Like there's workouts where like, you know, he's making a difference.
Yeah.
That's all you want from those regions, that you actually make a difference in a few.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree. Yeah, but Bruno is definitely ahead of him. So if that happens the way we think it will, who were we saying out of Brazil? It was Guy and Calyan, because Calyan has definitely been ahead of Bruno. Then Bruno travels to Africa because he can, and it's Bruno. So that's the most likely scenario. Is there anywhere? Well, hey, is Asia just Asia?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not. Is it?
No,
it's
is.
Not.
It's not. Anybody can go to Asia.
But somebody else is going to Asia.
Anybody can go to Asia, and anybody can go to Africa or Australia.
Okay, interesting.
What do we think about like snacks and pancake this weekend?
I think,
seventh to 14th.
I was going to talk really good about Saxon, and then you said this weekend.
Okay,
like, just say this workout. I think Saxon's going to be really good at this workout.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Saxon's going to be really good at this workout. I wouldn't pick him to win, but I do think he's going to be very good at this workout.
Yes, Sarah, but the problem is that he's been behind Calyan and Guy, and they only take 2. And all evidence at this point.
The problem. Copassur is one of the last events to go. He's going to do Africa before Copassur.
Oh, okay. There you go. What if Calyan does Africa too? Well, then
for the ladies, I think Alexis Rapp just runs away with this, no problem.
Oh, it's a really good pick. Yeah.
Grant, stop your vibrator, please.
You can hear it? Gosh darn it.
It's loud too, and it sounds bad.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna put that.
Me on the side, like, hey.
Shut up. I probably have
podcast.
I probably have my for my settings. I have to put it as background noise off. Hey, I have a neuromuscular condition, man. Don't make fun of handicapped people.
What'd you say, Ty?
Does Erica Folo or Abby Domit do well in this one?
You know, I would like to say yes, but I think for both of them, I think they're very well-rounded and they don't have many holes, and that doesn't lead to like winning events. Like if you've seen every competition they do well in, and Erica Folo semifinals until the last event, obviously, like she's not crushing anybody, but she's just pretty good at everything. Like they're very Chris Ibarra like. I mean, Abby Domit won the West just by not being bad at anything. It's not necessarily that she's killing folks in anything, but she's just not bad at anything. So it's very difficult to say that's my pick for winning this. I've not seen any home runs like from either of those two. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
They're just all around pretty fit.
That's fair.
Hey,
All right,
Barry and CrossFat. I had to get tested for ALS. And technically, I'm not out of the woods. I'm 99.999%.
All right,
Sometimes people
this podcast
Twitch
will go over an hour. So how about you make a pick for this and we'll go to the next one.
Yeah, for sure. I got Pinheiro. Okay, here we go. No, her shoulders will probably blow up from the roids. Okay, next event. High stakes tight ropes. Worth the wait.
I mean, pretty standard here. Whoever's got the biggest clean jack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is fun. This is fun.
Hey, now listen. For the guys, dude, there's like 5 guys that are up here. And like obviously they're on tiers, but Jack Farlow's clean and jerked 400. Guy has cleaned 407. Austin's cleaned 405. Austin's hang cleaned 405 too. I think the hang clean being second hurts him a little bit because he's just really good at getting that like double bounce off for the hang clean. That's really hard to do to like re-rack and do that, I think. But Nick Matthew is very, very strong.
Nick Matthew.
And he's very good in the hang as well. And then, I mean, Jeff Adler is obviously very strong. But those are 5 guys that are like top tier.
I missed the first 2, I think, that you said.
Well, those are probably the most important 2. Jack Farlow and Guy.
And Guy, yeah, okay.
And I'm not seen Jack do anything from a hang, and obviously Guy's just going to be great at whatever Olympic lift there is. But it's not. I think there's 5 guys that can kind of blend into each other on this, like where we can see like gamesmanship and like a little bit of a battle, and it's not just Guy does his second attempt and walks off.
Yeah,
TRT. CrossFat keeps saying. I feel like CrossFat must be somebody who knows me. He keeps talking about TRT. I've been off TRT for a very long time. Been off.
No, he's been
doing it the whole time.
Yeah.
He's been talking about TRT and peptides the whole time. I feel like he knows me. So whoever CrossFat is, this anonymous character. Anyway, that doesn't matter.
Just threw up like a 305 snatch. So, I mean,
dude, he's good at snatching though. That's not the same at all.
Yeah.
Compared to his clean.
No.
Well, he finished.
What did you see?
They're a snatch specialist, Ty. You know this. You're gonna say Fakowski now? Fakowski snatched 305 as well. You gonna throw him?
Dude,
out there?
I think he was like 7th. Matthew, sorry.
Come on, but you're better than this, Ty. Come on.
Sorry, I don't do this all the time. I don't
hey,
study these athletes.
Hey, look, I know I called you junior analyst, but the official title can only come from John. So this is like your job application. This is like a job interview. You're messing this up.
No. He doesn't need to care about any of this.
I know.
This is him, himself, and him.
That's right. You're right. You're an athlete who comes on the show, twice. And we appreciate you. Okay, so hey, what did you say Farlow did? Was it
He's clean and jerked 400.
Okay, wow. Okay. So pick somebody other than Guy.
No, I think we should rank those 5.
Okay, I like that. Well, let me just give my pick first then, because I'm not going to rank 5 people. I am other than Guy. I'm going to go with Hatfield. Other than Guy,
I don't think it's a given Guy wins, man. I really, really don't. It's hard to pick against him. It is.
He takes a lot of pride in those.
To pick against him.
he takes a lot of pride in those, and he executes those is the thing. Like, it's not just the amount you can lift. He's executed on those lifts in the past. What is that? What is the time for?
Jack Farlow's cleaned the most weight that we've ever seen in competition.
How many?
He has been in competition.
What is it? 5 minutes to establish? What's the deal here?
No, three attempts.
Yeah, 3 attempts. So I imagine you go an attempt and then they just go down the line, and then you get your other attempt and you just go down the line.
Got it.
I mean, I would still pick Guy to win this. I just don't think it's a given that he does. And I would say Guy and then Jack and then Austin. And I think all 3 of those have a shot to win. I'd probably say Guy like 50% and then Jack like 40% and then Austin 10% to win. And it's just on execution, obviously.
Order of events have a big deal here too. If this is early, I like Guy better. The later it is in the competition, the more I like Farlow.
Gosh, I wish I knew what order
just
they were.
For fitness purposes.
Yeah. Recovery, like volume. Farlow's been doing some crazy bike stuff. Just makes me think his recovery's got to be pretty good.
I don't know. I'm a big biker, Ty, and my recovery's not crazy good. But
you're a big biker.
I'm a big cyclist guy.
I was really upset. Cycling. I was really disappointed that Spin beat you in a biking workout the other day.
It was a rowing and skiing biking workout.
Oh, well, same thing.
Spin can't beat me in a straight up bike. It's all 3 of them.
Okay. I believe you.
And then women on this one, I mean, Laura Horvath has the highest female clean and jerk in competition. And then Danny Spiegel was pretty strong too.
And Danny's really good at the hang.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because she's got them big old legs to knock that weight around with. I would pick Laura, but I'm hoping that we get a little bit of a battle.
You think the like Brooke too could be up there? No. Who's going to be with
nobody?
Them?
No,
no one to be close.
Yeah, it's them 2, and that's it.
That's fair.
All right. So
there will be like a. Go ahead.
Kyra Milligan. I saw her name.
She's still not.
Not going to be.
Not what those 2 are.
Hey, what will the clean and jerk be for the women? What do you think will win this?
It's a clean plus a hang clean.
I'd
say around 260. Yeah.
Really? Dang. Okay.
For the men, I'd say 385.
400 would be really cool.
No way 400 is going to happen. I would say 385, 380.
Yeah, probably.
375 to 385. 400 is too much, man. They've only ever done that one. All 3 of them have only done that with a single clean ever.
Will 400 get attempted?
No.
Okay, so Guy doesn't. That's not a strategy that somebody hits like 385.
That's not
and goes to 4.
I don't think.
No, I'm saying like nobody leaves it. What I'm saying is nobody does a heavier one for their second and then says I'm leaving a little bit there to see if I can hit this 400 in front of everybody.
No, I think they go 385 for their second, and anyone else loads 385 for their third lift. They're just going to do 390.
Or you just wait and take the tie. It's 100 points for both of you.
Oh yeah.
Like if it's what you just said, like you have 385 and then they loaded 385 and not 390, like you win. You've won.
But if you still have one more attempt, then you
can do it for the show for sure. I know. So like, I don't know how you feel like this, but like, I know if I only go up 5 pounds, I won't get it. Like I'd rather.
Yeah. What would you be shooting for, John? What would your goal be here?
I'd rather go up 10 or 15 pounds than 5 pounds. For some reason, it would feel exactly. It would feel.
You realize that is heavier, right?
No. But I would like mentally gear myself for that being heavier in 390. I'll be like the same as 385, and then I will not have the adrenaline or like the mental place because you gotta kind of like get a little bit in it to like do that and.
Dad says Jack is putting 400 on.
I don't see it happening. It would be really cool if it did. What would I do?
What would your goal be? Something like just outside, like basically I'd have to hit this really good in order to get this amount. Like not what you can just hit every day.
Probably 360.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I'm not Alex doing individual?
Kazan?
Yeah.
No,
she's not.
Okay. Yeah.
And Ty, I know that you're not going to talk about numbers with anybody but your coach, but with the work that you've put in, particularly with just strength stuff, weight, How do you feel about this? I'm curious.
He's going
I like
380.
You like it?
I like an Olympic lift.
He's not
compared
going
to
380.
the other type of lift.
Yeah, he's been very
competition.
hush about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
he
I've
would
been
be.
saying someone's going to hit 400. So
He's been saying, no, somebody is going to hit 400. You just don't know.
Maybe not the elite side, but RX over here will show you how it's done. Yeah.
No way.
Well, that could happen. There could be somebody really strong on the RX side.
Yeah, that's true. I would love to show up in intermediate and just beat everybody.
That'd be awesome.
The modern day Rob Orlando.
Yeah,
that's what I'm.
Yeah, John, you are really an enigma. Like even looking at your workouts for Proven, like I know you say you're a specialist. You're a fascinating study to me as a CrossFit person. Like sometimes you look elite, and then I'll never get 24.1 out of my mind ever. Or the box jump workout in quarterfinals. Like I was like 5 reps behind you of that. It's just crazy to me. But then other workouts, you look like a near pro. It's nuts.
If it's all cardio that everybody can do, if everybody can do it in the gym, I'm not great. If it's CrossFitty, but it's ability based, like the ring muscle up thruster workout, Ty, like all of you guys will beat me, but I'll beat everybody that's not you guys. Does that make sense? And then obviously, if it's like just a barbell, I can be up there with everybody.
I guess. Yeah. I guess it just surprised me how many, maybe it was just the toes to bar, like, and my fitness is down, but just, you got a lot of reps on that 95-pound snatch and burpees, which in my head, I'm thinking, okay, 9 minutes.
But see, that's just
a pretty good engine.
I think that's just, no, okay. I think I'm just a little smarter than most when it comes to like,
got it.
It's in my mind, I can just pace that to my ability.
Yeah. Where some people are like, they don't have anything in the gas.
They just go out too hot.
Okay, got it.
For 24.1, there is kind of like the way to go fast is you have to go out hot, and then you just got to kind of hold on. And
were you able to speed up at the end of that workout, like for the thrusters?
I did the last 9, right?
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, we got one more. Is this the one they announced today? So
Cuban press. I don't like that this is called Cuban press.
Haven't even looked at it yet
because that's a freaking movement. Like it makes you think.
Burpees OT block. What is the OT? I know what blocks are. What's OT?
Is it over the
blocks? Okay, got it.
Makes sense. What are the blocks? Are they jerk blocks?
No.
Like why are they out there?
That'd be cool.
I think
no. What I think it's like a firestorm.
Yeah,
the blocks with the like burpee workout.
Those were kind of small though.
I was hoping it was like get overs where you're using
a little bit bigger,
but it's more
like a wildly different workout. But I think they want it quick because you got to get that chest fatigue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just did 50 freaking dumbbell bench press, but like they want the pre-fatigue going into that, and then you have
50 dumbbell bench press.
Now this is one that I will not say Austin could beat Colton at, but I do think Austin's going to beat everybody here.
Oh, interesting.
This has never
been
true. If Colton because Colton always has workouts where he's just better than everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like they're just like, there's usually one every competition. If he gets lucky, there's 2. If he gets really lucky, he can get 3. But where he is just so much better than everybody, it's like it's not funny how much faster he is. And it's if he has workout like that, Austin is second best in the world at that workout.
Yeah,
because they are built similar. I know Colton's a lot shorter, but they're built similar and they have similar strengths. And so like if you think Colton would beat everybody in the world at this workout, and I do, Austin would beat everybody except him.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at these other people here.
And it's like the bar muscle up thruster workout at the games is a good example of that. The double, I'm talking about the back-to-back.
Yeah.
Austin went 2 for 2 and beat everybody handedly. Nobody was close to him. What were they?
Nope.
Colton did that workout unbroken. Colton beat him by a minute. And nobody was close to him at the games, right? So when Colton has a home run workout, there are workouts you see that's like, oh yeah, Colton would just beat everybody in that, right? Austin's going to be better than everybody except him.
Would Colton do the 50 bench press unbroken if it was just fresh?
I don't know.
Oh, 70s.
I feel like that's hard for anyone at that amount of volume.
I can do 30.
Yeah.
I'm
just curious if that's even possible.
It's a lot, but like,
if you're like
his
resting,
range of motion would be a lot less. Like maybe he can crank. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
What's his flat bench?
A lot.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't know if he wants me to tell people.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
If he says I can tell him, I'll tell you.
I'm gonna say, and don't tell me if I'm right or not.
My
guess is
it's more than me. And I'm not married. Very many people.
Oh, wow.
That are more than me.
I was gonna say 335. What's your bench, John?
357.
Oh my gosh! Did Hiller say his bench was 385?
365.
Dang.
I think his video.
Not now. His most ever.
I thought it was 385. So it was in the video.
Maybe it was 385, but I know he told me 365 because I remembered I was like right there.
Okay,
and then it said all the time, but maybe he was telling me
he brought the numbers up on the video that was kind of clickbaity. Not really. Zach Tellender, but then it's about steroids. And it said 385, I think, deadlift 600 or 610. And then it said squat like 450. That's not a good squat compared to a 380 bench or a 600 deadlift, right? When you're high level, isn't your squat a lot closer to your deadlift?
No, it depends on your anatomy.
Really?
Like
okay. So I know in powerlifting it is.
But squat's like 465.
Yeah.
He deadlifts 600.
What's your squat and deadlift? Oh, 550, you said probably at your best. And then your squat?
For deadlift, I don't max it, but if I had to guess, it'd be around 550. And then
what do you
squat? 505.
Okay. Interesting. See, so when I was stronger on TRT, it was 550 deadlift, but my squat only ever got to 415. So I found
there's like a third of the population that just has a freaky deadlift. And typically that means you're not good at squatting. But it doesn't always mean that. But and if you're a squatter, if you're born to be good at squatting, my body is great at squatting. And your deadlift is pretty close to your squat.
That makes sense. Okay. So it's more that if you're good, you're so good at squatting that your squat approaches your deadlift rather than you're just way better at deadlift. It's that you're a good squatter.
It's still anatomic though, because you have to think your deadlift and my deadlift at your top end is the same. Yeah. And you can't we're in different worlds.
100%.
And we deadlift the same.
You know what I mean? My bench only got up to 315. And then when I took the foot off the gas a little bit, it would go right down to 295, 300 at the same time, which is significantly less than 357. So
I was on RX. I want to see if this is 70s for me as well.
Hope it is or no?
I hope it is, but I don't know
RX.
how it looked.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Oh, but it's 40. Seriously.
Oh, and 40. Oh, he wants the 50. You want it, huh? I've seen you doing some dumbbell bench press.
Yeah. I never train bench, but
2 sets.
You gotta get.
I thought you were. No, you may.
Depends if those are get overs. If they're get overs, then no. If they're flat burpees, then maybe 2 sets, maybe 3 just to be smart.
I guess you'll know when you get there.
Yeah.
You might start off with 20 and then at 10 make a decision.
Yeah.
Hey, your dad's pretty strong, right? Or was he pretty strong? Is he pretty strong? He looks strong in your Facebook pics. He just looks like he's got that man strength.
Yeah, he's decent.
Yeah.
He's pretty strong.
So no, I thought I saw you dumbbell bench pressing, but maybe I'm thinking about the time you taunted me and sent me a video of Alex Kazan and said, hey, she could bench more than you.
Yeah.
She didn't, but I think what was it that you sent me? Was it 90s or 100s?
She threw the 90s around for a couple reps.
Yeah. Okay. So I did the 90s, what she did. And then I did the 100s.
I'm glad you're proud of yourself, Grant.
I am proud of myself, dude. I don't pick up dumbbells. I think I did 3 for the 100s.
All right.
That was heavy, dude.
Who are your picks for this?
The more I say his name, the more I think he's going to have a good weekend. But I think Luke Parker can do well. I don't think he's going to win it. I don't think he's going to win it.
Big Luke Parker fan.
Dude, if he does what you say, he's going to come in third.
I don't know about third, but I think he could. I seriously think he could put together like a top, like 5th place this weekend. Like he's got some great events.
He's got some good events.
Yeah, I think in my head, he's just in my head because of his age and his games performance. I see it trending down. That doesn't necessarily have to be the case, especially considering how late he started CrossFit. I don't see what he does behind. I think he's 34, 33, maybe.
No.
32. All right, I'm going to say, wait. I'm going to say 32, almost 33.
I'm going to say he's 30.
What do you say?
He was on The Bachelor. You can probably look this up.
I know, this is easy. Ty, what's your guess?
Oh, I was going to guess like 29.
October 25th, 92.
Ooh,
That's 33.
No, it's 32.
Okay,
Oh,
32.
I have April 8th,
Okay.
1994.
What? Oh, okay, never mind. This is
What
soccer.
the freak are you
Wait.
looking at, bro?
Wait, I'll show you. This is a soccer player, Luke Parker.
Oh my goodness!
Oh no, I'm sorry. He's an Australian rules football player from
What
Langworth.
are you doing? Luke Parker's 30.
Wrong, Luke Parker.
He's 30 years old.
30.
Really? You know
Yeah.
what? This is probably why I had this in my head the whole time. Every time
me-
I searched that, I probably this Australian football player probably came up.
John, I'm just saying, the last time you laughed at me for a pick, he won the CrossFit
Stop it.
Games.
Oh,
Luke, 5th place. Luke's going to get 5th place this weekend.
Oh, wow.
or next weekend.
You going out and calling
I
it?
want
Hey.
a clip of you laughing once he does because
yeah. It'll be easy to find. There it is.
Hey,
Look at
you know, I haven't come out with my predictions yet. This might
yeah, that's right.
this might heavily influence where
Luke
I put.
Luke better be in the top 10.
What
We'll have to wait
what
and
do you-
see.
What do you have? Okay, when are your official predictions? Like who's going to win and stuff? I don't want to take away
Probably
from your
tomorrow.
main shows.
Probably tomorrow on the show.
Is it on? Is it on? I thought you guys were going over the rule book. Probably go over both.
No, they already did that.
Oh, that's.
I don't
right,
know
you're
what it's got planned for tomorrow, but it'll either be tomorrow or next week.
Okay.
But since
So
the
we'll
last workout came out, like I'll have them all. Teams honestly are going to be harder than individuals, but
Yeah, I wouldn't even want to do that. Okay, so for this one, who did we say? You said Luke Parker. What did you say, John? I didn't hear you. Oh, you said Austin. That's right. Okay. Well, my underdog pick here, and guys, just hear me out. Josh Jarvis, and I'm sticking to it.
I'm waiting to hear you out.
Who is Josh Jarvis?
Oh, you just picked a random name.
No. I've been studying. I can't find anything about him. That's my pick. I'm going to say he's going to do better than expected. Top 20. Josh Jarvis. Cobra
Is the field
Command.
40 or is it 30?
Cobra Command CrossFit. Josh Jarvis.
What is the research that you have done? Enlighten us.
Just now.
Cobra
He grew up
Command.
in-
That's Jacob
Hey.
Hepner's gym, right?
He grew up by Utah. Is it really?
Cobra
That
Command.
makes-
Is it in Kansas?
This makes sense then because he grew up in Missouri on the Ozarks. So that's right by Utah, right?
Yeah. Cobra
Yeah.
Command is the gym
Huh.
that Jacob Hepner used to list himself under before he went to his barn.
Oh, interesting.
See, that's the
Pulled that from nowhere.
knowledge I don't have. Yeah.
It's just-
That's the analyst knowledge right there. Holy cow.
Yeah, that was good. I'm impressed. Wow.
Wow, nobody's fact checking me. Colin fact.
I think that's it.
Wrong.
I'm gonna save. I think that's it. I'm gonna save. I want to save John's picks for his good shows, and then Ty. But I want to know your picks
for the girls. For the girls, what do you think?
Oh,
We didn't say the
yeah.
girls.
Yeah.
It's hard to not pick Laura.
Yeah.
Dude,
Laura.
Laura's
Ariel.
so strong overall, and Ariel's like the next tier.
I just don't like. I have no idea how those girls are going to move those 50s, and if that chunk in the middle is going to be enough to give Laura the separation she needs.
I mean, if she's ahead, I think it's going to be hard to catch her on the chest to bar. She's good. She's good at gymnastic movements.
Yeah, she's
Not
great
like-
at gymnastics.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I know Ariel is probably a little bit better, but not a lot bit better. You know, I think if she's the first one off of the bench press, you're not gonna catch her.
Dude, I mean, this is
That's
gonna
fair.
be the huge separator. Like it once you're because
Ariel
if your
has to
chest
take
starts to
more
get to
than one-
fatigued.
If Ariel has to take more than one more break than Laura, it's over.
Yeah,
But-
I agree.
And I really think the burpees are going to make a difference. I know the dumbbells are the separator. Those 25 burpees before
going into the dumbbells.
because 25 is not like a low. No, it's not like 10 where you don't feel anything. Will start.
Your chest is going to be fatigued. Yeah, a little bit.
And if it's in the sand, I don't know. If it'll be in the sand.
I feel like the sand would feel worse.
Then you're gonna sink into that thing a little bit, bro. Like,
dang, that's a good point.
25 burpees are.
You know what? I hope this is in the sand now because of that.
It's got to be.
Luke's big body just sinking in the sand every time he presses up on the burpees. It's gonna hurt him.
Yeah, like 220 pounds. All right, Ty. So, who you got for who do you think?
For the record, I'm a Luke Parker fan. I hope he does. I hope he does great.
Luke.
No, I'm not.
No, he likes Luke.
You picked him for 3 events, and
not to win. I'm you're always going first with the clear winner if there is one.
I picked Adler 0 times.
I got to get my my 1, 2 through 5s in.
I got you.
This is true. Sean Lenderman, if you know him, he's a really good bench presser. I think he bench presses like 360. Sean, tell me what you bench press in the chat.
Could you do those dumbbell bench press unbroken after 25 chest to bar and 25 burpees in a race? Like, could you beat these people? If you could just do 50 dumbbell bench press unbroken.
Oh, I thought he meant.
It's not as impressive unless you're beating these people.
I thought CrossFit meant Sean was 34, and he is, I think, 34. So now it made me think CrossFit is someone I know again. Sorry. Anyway, okay. Hey, so here's the thing. Sprague, what did he take last year? Didn't he take like 5th, 6th, 7th? I'm curious about one thing before we go. So everybody was like, okay, if Sprague does good at Rogue.
On what?
Hey, I think he took a good finish overall here. I think it was like 5th or something at Wodapalooza last year. Hey, so I have a question.
Okay.
If he won this, do you think that would be? Do you think people would start to scratch their heads like Hiller would be like, okay, if he beats Adler and Ricky and these people in the individual and wins Wodapalooza, do you think that would obviously you can't get inside Hiller's head, but people like Hiller.
Listen, Grant.
Do you think they start to
Grant?
He was sick at Rogue.
If you showed me all of the workouts, for the games, if you showed me all of the workouts and told me, hey, these people aren't doing it. And then you told me, I think James has a shot to be on the podium.
Yeah.
I would not call you retarded. I would.
I get it.
I would not say that you're on crack. I'd be like, wow.
But all I'm saying is aside from that.
No, but you're not hearing me.
I am.
I am. And I was the highest person on James going into the games before the games. I had him 10th. Nobody else had him that high. That's doing this stuff. If you showed me those events, I would not think it's unreasonable to think he could be on the podium. I still wouldn't have picked him to win, and it's incredible that he did that. But if my mindset, I wouldn't think that you were that wrong. You show me these events. I'm not saying James is on the podium with these events. Now, so like when you go, if he wins this, if he beats Adler, like I don't see a world where that's possible.
But at the game, therefore, it would be significant.
Workouts, I see the world. I see that world because it's the cardio games, right? I see that world.
But James is still
not the world.
Yeah.
So if he were to do that,
fair point.
If he were to do that,
if he were to win,
I would say James is first place until somebody beats him.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Like it's in like for him to win this.
If he were to win,
it's just inconceivable for me to think that.
Yeah.
Like it's
so basically, if he won this based on the workouts, it would show, okay, he actually has seriously improved and faster than we thought he was improving.
It's not just
he's fitter than we thought.
No, not that he's improved. Not he's fitter than we thought. He's actually the fittest man in the world. There's no more.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Like Jeff's gone.
Because the reason people bring Jeff in.
Jeff, bye. Yeah. You're not the fittest man in the world anymore. You're
Rogue,
off the mountain. James just picked Jeff up and threw him off of the mountain. Man. You understand that? And I mean, if it happens, then Grant, I will give you my senior analyst title.
No, I can't take that. I don't want that. Hey, Ty, have you seen the mountain before? It's on barbell spin. I know you don't get time to watch a ton of podcasts.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
didn't-
John's.
It's
It's
okay.
John's
It's
big
okay
thing.
to have an tie. It's okay.
It's entertaining. Watch it this year.
You don't
It's
have to watch
No,
that.
I kind of fast forwarded to like the end so I could see the whole
Uh,
mountain.
okay.
but,
That's cool. There you go.
I listened to some of it.
No,
it was a
it's-
long
it's
video.
Yeah, no, it
Not
is.
not good for the algorithm, but that's okay. Hey, Ty,
Sorry.
what do you think? Okay, and I'm gonna get you guys out of here. You're right. We're way over. Ty, what do you think James is gonna finish?
Ooh, I don't know.
Not as high as Luke Parker, that's for sure.
Do you think
Yeah,
Luke
no
Parker?
way, no.
you
I
got
have
Luke
no
at
idea where James is going to finish.
Yeah.
I think a lot of
Okay.
it depends on what that sixth event is because, he's got either another home run. Like, he could have another home
This
run.
is the
Yeah.
sixth event.
Oh, yeah,
wait,
yeah.
we went through
We've got all six.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. I definitely think he's top 5.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Fifth. Okay. Do you have a pick for
Are you
a
writing
surprise?
that down, John? Are you gonna?
No.
Hey, Ty, do you have?
I'm going to the full list of names. And
He's editing,
Which is
his
fine.
list
No,
for-
that's. Hey, yeah, he's using Ty's picks.
No,
hey,
I think
Ty-
I think
yeah, what do you
Sprague
think?
will fall somewhere between 7 and 3rd.
Okay.
I just think this is a
What,
not a
Adler,
very
Riggy?
aerobic 6 events.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Yeah.
I think Sprague does well.
You're
when
right.
you have more events and more long events, and he just doesn't get them here. So
I mean, it seems like Ricky or Adler.
All right.
this is gonna-
Hey, you know where I'd have
Right.
him?
What?
I'd have him 6th.
All right.
6th,
Yeah.
Well, now
That's not right.
right behind Luke Parker.
I'm going to be very curious to hear.
Luke Parker at 7th place, just for you.
I'm going to be very curious to hear where.
These events are good for him. It's not like I have not put the hard lick on it.
I did not come into this podcast thinking Luke Parker was going to be top 5, but as we went through these, I'm like, Luke Parker is going to be top 5.
It's
Hey, John.
we'll see what it all shakes out, but they are really good for him.
I don't want to ruin anything. If you're able to get this, might ruin something. Are you able to give me where you think Vellner will be?
Yeah.
Okay, give it to me. What do you think? Ninth,
He'll be around.
7th?
No.
No. Okay.
I'd say 4th place.
All right.
You think he has a Vellner style on the long cardio event?
No. I don't think he's bad at anything.
Does he suck at the beginning at other stuff too?
You tell me where he's going to be great. We went through this entire podcast and we didn't.
That's ironic. I didn't see that. No, we mentioned him one time. First or second workout.
We mentioned him one time. Vellner is on the decline. This is his last year. If he does the games, I think he's going to retire after that or just do World Fitness Project. He's 34.
It looks he's 30. He turned 35, John. He's 35.
I said this last year. I didn't think he would podium, and I got a lot of crap for it, and he didn't. But I think he's on the decline, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't. I just think, and I don't think he's going to have a bad event. I just don't think the wins aren't there. I think he's just going to be like 5th place at everything.
The good news is that Reps Ahead will be there, by the way. And
that would be a great event, by the way.
It's going to be so fun. Hopper versus Dallin.
But John, I agree. I think you're right.
Gazan versus Lawson.
Yeah, that'll be a good Reps Ahead.
It's going to be great. Hey, is Vellner known for, I know he's done it at the CrossFit Games. Is that an across the board thing? Starting off slow for Vellner?
Yeah, he always has a very bad first event, but it's just the CrossFit Games.
So
that's what I thought.
He doesn't do that anything.
Long run, echo bike, step over is first.
No, I think he'll be fine. He's bad on the swim. The swim.
Wait, what was the first one?
It's always swimming.
No swimming.
Oh, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, the swim's always first. It's that there's no swimming. But what's funny is the run probably will be first. They usually do. The long cardio is almost always first because they want to go.
That workout looks like the run was supposed to be a 500-meter swim. I think it was supposed to be.
Dude, that's.
I think it was supposed to be a bike.
Oh, that's interesting.
Swim, and then 150 box overs.
Dude,
no vest, obviously.
Yeah. That's not a bad.
Which one was that? Was that no high stakes tight ropes? No, where the freak was that one?
2 rounds too many.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. Wow.
That is interesting.
Like.
Yeah.
You might be right on that. Oh, darn, Ty, that stinks. That would have been your
I think
moment
it's
to
just
shine,
500
man.
meter swim. I think round 1 they'd still want you to wear the vest.
But Ty, you've never even have you swam in an ocean? Have you swam since going
I've
to
done Wodapalooza before.
Okay. That's cool.
We had like a 2K row, a 400 meter swim, and a mile run. That was like weird.
Yeah,
It was a dream come true.
And they had people, I saw the clips where they had people swimming out there in the middle of the night and stuff. That was crazy.
Yeah, we swam in the daylight, but
all right, boys. I think that's about it. You guys got any closing thoughts? Or are we good here?
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, me too.
I think every minute over the hour, I'm going to start